Keys and Kimberly's relationship was going pretty well initially. They both worked very hard. He was building his own business, and she also, as a traveling nurse, was gone a lot of the time and worked very, very hard. She had her own group of friends too and had a pretty active social life and was very independent. When she wasn't working long hours at the hospital, she loved boating and fishing and partying with her friends, and the two of them both loved wine. They had an interesting dynamic because she was older than him and paid the mortgage on the house, and he lived with her, and instead of paying rent, he would do construction work around the house. Like, he redid her entire bathroom, and he would help renovate aspects of the house for her for free, and he was constantly helping out and doing projects for her. She also joked to a friend of hers that Keys was kind of like her boy toy because he was younger than her and very athletic and strong. He had his own construction company and ran marathons. She said that Keys was very nice, and the only issues he really had were struggling with seasonal depression and that he would drink more during these times. She did say that he was quite shy and didn't really make any of his own friends and essentially would just hang out with her and her friends. They did go out and do things together and go to music festivals. For instance, this picture was taken at the Friends of the Alaska Bluegrass Festival in June of 2009, just a few months after Keys killed Deborah Feldman. Though things between him and Kimberly did seem okay for a couple years, their relationship soured. So it seemed like they did have a good kind of social life together and were getting along, but in 2011, something happened. Israel had set up a shed on the property and began a weed grow operation to make extra cash. Kimberly walked in on him doing this and was incredibly angry.
A while back, I found out he grew weed for personal whatever, and I was not okay with that.
Okay.
And
Where
told
did that
him
take place at?
that I know was the shed. I know it was because I went to take a phone call to him, and his door was kind of open, and I saw, plants.
Okay.
Not a bunch or anything.
What are we talking about? How many plants?
Like 6 or something.
When was this?
It was maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I basically had a conniption fit and told him that he had to get rid of them or leave, and I said, I've worked really hard for my license and this is not okay with me, and get rid of them and move out, and he told me he got rid of them, and I believe him.
So, if he's growing these in the shed, are there windows in the shed?
No.
How did he get them to grow in the shed?
I think he had
dark.
some lights and stuff.
So he had an actual grow with lights and...
Yeah, but like I said, it was just a few. I don't think he was, growing them to do any, sell it or anything. There weren't that many in there,
Has Israel ever had a problem with drugs?
Not that I know of.
Have you?
No.
Never?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm a nurse practitioner. I have a DEA license. No. I worked too hard to get that license, Ted. No.
Okay.
She had gone through years of education and hard work and a residency, and now was working as a traveling nurse and had her license. And this could jeopardize all of that. If law enforcement got involved, or if it was found out that he was illegally growing weed and had some kind of operation running, it could ruin her entire life. And she felt very strongly that it was selfish of him to do this, and she was not happy.
It's one of the main things that led to our breakup, actually, because I wasn't okay with it.
With pot?
Yeah, like I said, I worked so hard for my license, and I felt like he wasn't respecting that, and
Absolutely. And it is a lot.
when he did it behind my back, and one of the main reasons, I was just done, but, how am I going to make him move out with this little girl? But I just didn't think it was okay. I'm like, this is my property.
No. You've been, you're a medical professional.
Yeah.
People just don't stop using drugs like that. I know very few people, and I've been involved in a lot of people in this line of work, that can walk and somebody catches them doing something where they can shut it down just like that, just like a light switch.
Yeah. But
You
Izzy
know that, I
does
know
that, though. He's he was into poker for a while and totally obsessed with it, and then he just stopped. And he was into.
When was he into poker?
That was a long time ago, like when we lived at the old house.
So he's
Like,
into gambling,
online
he just
poker.
stops.
Yeah,
Who
absolutely.
paid the bill for that?
It was like, I don't know, like it wasn't like expensive gambling. It was one of those online, like $10 or something. I don't know, like I have no idea. But he got really obsessed with that. Stop that. He'll get really like into something and then he'll just stop. So that's really typical of him. So I didn't doubt it.
This caused a huge fight between them, and though Israel promised that he would stop and that he wasn't going to do this, they actually broke up in June of 2011.
We do need to ask you some questions about yourself and about your boyfriend as well.
He's not my boyfriend anymore.
Okay, what did you guys break up? Okay, we're talking about this individual. Okay, can you tell me what his name is?
Israel Keys.
Okay, Israel Keys. Okay, and you indicated that you had been seeing each other, but you are no longer.
Yeah, we haven't been. I just told him that he and his daughter could stay there till they finish the school year, but we broke up a long time ago.
Okay, how long ago did you all break
I
up?
think over the summer.
Oh, okay.
I've been coming for a long time, but yeah.
Okay. How long had you guys been seeing each other?
About probably 5.5, 6 years, but I worked as a traveler, so didn't see him very often, you know, like I was on the road a lot.
Gotcha, so you just kind of grew apart.
Yeah, well, once we were together, 9 to 5, it just wasn't.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Well, when you have to spend some time with
Yeah.
somebody, sometimes they don't turn
Yeah.
out to be the person that you thought they were.
Exactly, yeah.
And he's got a daughter. Okay, and were you pretty close with her?
A little bit, yeah, like, yeah.
Despite the breakup, Kimberly allowed him to continue to live in the house. And she said that at first it was very difficult because he moved to the lower floor of the home and was mainly sleeping on the couch, but that sometimes